Well, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, we are in Jambur, the home of talent city. I know you will try to be far when it comes to, say Jambur, the land of talents, compared to Kukuya. Today at the research, you will tell me why they go to the region of that division final. But I'm also telling you what I said back in the second half. But then coming back to the final, I mentioned earlier on Galaxian Farmer opening ceremony back in September 2024. And today in July 2025, Starlight and of course Nema Fulakunda are on the brink of closing this chapter under the presidency of Mr. Barupuja.
Well, you've mentioned the history of Nema Fulakunda. They went to final last year, they lost
and this year
in a lottery, and this year they lost in a lottery.
And they lost to Starlight in the group stage by 2 goals to 0. They are here to amend everything.
Because if this game is supposed to go to the entry, then their minds might be on something else. But Sally, when you look at the turnout from the two fans clubs, it's definitely impressive. Both Nema Fulakunda fans and that of the Starlight fans, both wearing their traditional attire. I think this is something commendable from the two teams. This is community football.
And we have to thank the minister.
For the sponsor. Absolutely. Look at the match have not yet started, but the two teams, look at their fan club. They are already set and they are, waiting, to be the 12 men for their respective teams. You look at the tune of the Nema Fulakunda, it seems like say traditional songs by Jolas. You look at that of the Starlight, they are also in their traditional attires. Preparing to be the 12 supporters or to be the 12 men for their team, and the scout band is already ready to escort the two teams to the pre-match handshake place before the match will commence. We've been communicated that there will be 1 minute silence in memory of late Modu Lamin Sanyang of Star FM and Star TV, and also in memory of the sons and daughters of Jambur who went to Bagwe, and along the line they could not make it. And we're going to look at the starting 11 for both teams. As I alluded earlier, we have a Jai Jallo, a KFC Lansing holder. It's a very good coach. Just that there is no time having his KFC Lansing and also sitting on it, and will be helping us here in terms of tactical analysis and also the approach from both teams, the formations, the switches. We will try to make so Jai will help us in terms of analyzing the tactical and formation aspect. Well, we look at the starting lineup for both teams. We start with the Starlight. Starlight wearing their blue jerseys. In goal, Islam in Dabo wearing number 1 and Mohammed Dabo and Maliki Konjura, number 5 and number 4. These are the two people that are paired at the heart of the center back. Michael Mendy, number 16, playing as a right back. Molamin Jallo, number 2, playing as a left back. In the middle of the park for Starlight in Famarat Jiba, number 6, Rashid Ba, who was playing with the Gambia Armed Forces, wearing number 10, and Lamin Sedikan, number 17. And we also have the front three of Abdullah Danso, Abdullah Sedi, number 17, and Ismaila Kanute. Well, it seems like Starlight are operating in a 4-4-2 formation, with Rashid and Abdullah Danso operating as two attacking mids. You look at Nema Fulakunda, we have Sajo Ba, number 20 on goal, Amadou Kurubali and Momodu Jallo, number 19 and number 6, pairing at the heart of the center back. Suleiman So, number 4, and Yusuf Asise, number 15, playing as right and left backs. We also have Ismail Abba, number 18, and Ibrahima Jallo, number 8, Anzu Sow, number 10, playing as the 3 central midfielder for Nema Fulakunda. In the attack is Buba Jallo, number 2, Bakari Drame as a center forward, and Tijan Ba, number 11, as a winger. These are the formation. Well, one thing I can tell you, and one thing Saliu Jallow will remember. I'm seeing Rashid Rashid Ba, number 10 for Starlight. Rashid catch my team at the Honorable Barry Peace Tournament, the final.
No,
So, the chairman want to say something.
We're going to make a 1 minute silence. Okay, for our youth.
For youth and
ML China. Churches are also present.
A very interesting final that would be played between Starlight FC and Nema Fulakunda. This is going to be the first of its kind. These two teams will look ahead. In the opening game, they met in the group stage, in which Starlights were victorious, and hopefully Nema Fulakunda will be trying to avoid such to happen. First, we will send our congratulations to the media team. We are saying welcome to the community football field of Jambur to witness another important event of community football between the two finalists. That's the Starlight and Nema Fulakunda. This competition is proudly and officially sponsored by our own brother, a native of this community, Hon.Ebrima Sillah. Congratulations to Ibrahima, our own brother. We are really happy with you, and we really commend you for your tireless efforts to see this community move in times of sports. Good. Today, we won't waste time. We will do the official opening during the halftime. We are yet to receive the official sponsor, and some of the power delegates, his dignitaries, they are all on their way coming to witness this great encounter. So we will do the kickoff. Officially, the final will be open during the second half. I thank each my committee members. Good. Now we will not waste any time. We will go into the match to see this great encounter. We will have this version narrated to you in Mandinka by Lamin Sima. Sima, you are welcome.
Yo, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Once for all, Badulu Nalbunya Jambur Sate Kono. Coming Chairman Yafonyami Wato Tije Diamo Manyana Siala. Bi Kuba Tilon coming na Chairman Yafonyami. Then droning Jairo Vitana Jambur Dumfan coming to the Hon.Ebrima Sillah Jambur by the Atelian Navitan sponsor. Wato Fila Atata is almost after 5. 20 years time Pombina, control Ninkela, kick up Bina Kela, Adundu Kual Kono. Wala Mubanketi Alabaraka.
Thank you very much, Lamin Sima. Wato Mankaraja Kotenko coming Ali Afonyami, Sanimba Navetano Daela, Nintim Fuloli, Baduna Filo Kono, Barimba Yamaro Dila, Fan Sola, Team Sola Naloneko, Sports Committee Yala Joko Kele. We expect this competition to be free from violence. We expect a total discipline, a maximum discipline from all the both sides. Both fans clubs are ready to lock on in the community football of Jambur. So it's not going to be an easy encounter. It's really going to be an interesting encounter. So I will hand over the mic to the media team once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the President of the Jambur Sport Committee. Well, that is a very good advice to maintain discipline throughout the final and after the final. The people of Jambur are peace-loving people. And so, we might not be difficult That is definitely commendable. We will be having 1 minute silence, one phase.
Massive. Lepo, yes. TMT. Alright, thank you very much. Well, we are caught on camera, but we are good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, any moment from now, you'll observe a minute of silence to remember and pray for our fallen heroes, the likes of ML Sanyang of Star FM, and of course to order young aspiring footballers who went through the Bagway and lost their lives. Once again, we will observe a minute of silence. And when the center referee is done, likewise Nema Fulakunda.
Mogo wedawda ye diamo nyimbula ye uliyelo ni referee pareda rek nga 1 minute silent observe in memory of mon melialo wolle dara bagwe ibada andu fana melialo ko wolema journalist di mola misanya so mogo we tanda ko sola ni bul ko so mobe de ni referee toro fedron mobe wedawda ma wuli ngalo ngaduake ko Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala si asabande onyinda ani kumo aiso arjanola
Starlight. Amin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing chapter of the Jambur Honorable Minister Sillah's Sponsor League Final and Parliament Party via LSTV will take us through this mouth-watering grand finale between Nema Fulakunda and Starlight.
Thank you very much. Of course, welcome to the Jambur football field. Hello, good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. Of course, welcome. And welcome to the Jambur football field, and the ground is all set for this huge class. And of course, it is the Hon.Ebrima Sillah sponsored Jambur Senior League Final, and the final between Starlight against Nema Fulakunda. Just as I said earlier, this ground is set for this huge class, and the ground is set for the huge class between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. Starlight currently dressed in their colorful blue shorts and blue and white socks, currently playing from our left to right, while Nema Fulakunda dressed in red shorts and white and red socks, and Nema Fulakunda currently playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin. Ibrahima Dambele is the head coach for Starlight, having the assistance of Amadou Sanyang, Amadou Jallo, and Sekou Sonko, of course, on the dugout for Nema Fulakunda. Of course, at the commentary cabin for LSTV1, this is Parliament Party, Saliu Jallo, CDB Kanyi, Kasim Oscar, Prince Oje, Mohamed Dukure, of course, our very own colleague and brother Jaye Jallo, completing the list of officials, of course, from the media outlet at the Jambur football field. And special thanks to Osman Kamara, who is currently behind the camera operations for LSTV1. And before going deep into the commentary, a quick rundown on the starting 11 for Starlight.
who are currently starting with Lamin Dabo in goal, Michael Mendy, Abdoulaye Danso, Mod Lamin Jallo, Rashidou Ba, Famara Jiba, Malik Konjira, Ismaila Kanute, Mohamed Dabo, Abdoulaye Saidi, Lamin Sedi, of course, completing the 11 for Starlight and Nema Fulakunda, starting with Sadio Ba in goal, Yusuf Asise, Suleiman Sow, Amadou Krubali, Amadou Jallo, Abdoulaye or Ismaila Ba, Ebrima Jallo, Buba Jallo, Ansu Sow, Bakari Drame and Tijan Ba completing the 11. And of course the last fixture played between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda ended 2-0 and 2-0 in favor of Starlight. And in that fixture it was Ismaila Kanute who broke the deadlock before Momodou Fadera wrapping it up to secure the 2-0 victory over the traveling boys of Nema Fulakunda. Up again at the final at the Jambur football field is a huge class. Who is going to win the championship? Who is going to be the winner? And the winner of this contest will definitely be either Starlight and Nema Fulakunda. Which of the sides will solely lay a hand on the giant trophy? Whooping $40,000 in cash prize remains to be seen. And one thing is for sure and one thing is for certain. It's either going to be Starlight or Nema Fulakunda. And the ground is set and already set for this huge class. It's a throw in for Nema Fulakunda. Currently the left back and number 4. Suleiman Sow, who launches that ball forward. This time caught out partly by Starlight Football Club, and Nema Fulakunda will now have the opportunity. Saliu Jallo, of course, this is a huge class, of course, a great final. We are definitely loving it right from the beginning, and special thanks to, of course, the president of Jambur Youth and Sports Development Committee under the leadership of Mr. Abdoulaye Bojang. I think we have to give him a very big tap on the shoulder, and special thanks. Our special and enormous thanks goes to Hon.Ebrima Sillah, or Minister Ebrima Sillah, for sponsoring this huge competition where we had 15 teams that took part in this competition, and here we are only left with the final two, and Nema Fulakunda and Starlight will surely be crowned champions and champions of the 2024-2025 edition. Saliu Jallo.
Absolutely, Pafati. It is indeed a day to be remembered in the history books of Jambur Sports Committee under the chairmanship of course, Mr. Barrow. Cross comes in. The showstopper to the rescue. That is Starlight with a message of intent there. Well, you look at the side, that is Starlight. Absolutely, before kicking a ball, you will hand over the trophy to them. Experienced footballers. But Nema Fulakunda are also rich in history when it comes to centering finals or playing finals. The only unfortunate story is that they do squander it via the lottery. But it might be a different Saturday, comparing it to other Saturdays in their footballing journey down there in Jambanjeli and here in Jambur. But back to the organizing committee, Pafati. This is just a job well done. And the spectators, I believe you will be married with hundreds of spectators here today. And you look at the giant trophy, the occasion itself, the trophy have defined this final, Pafati. And that is why each and every sport journal is here to promote community football at the highest order, from different media houses, well, including one of the reliable and of course the most followed online TV when it comes to promoting Gambian football, that is LSTV, Pafati.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. Of course, back to the live commentary from the Jambur football field, and the standard referee of this crucial final is Alhaji Jallo, who is having the assistance of Bakari Jabang, Aminata Baji and Basila, of course, serving as the fourth assistant referee. Aliu Badra Bujang is serving as the match commissioner. On the far side, Rasidu lost possession. It's an opportunity for the boys in red colors. Nema Fulakunda playing the ball from their own half into their opposition's half, and Konjira Malik, who is currently playing on the left side of the defense for the boys in blue, will surely try to get something from this. It is Starlight Football Club who are currently walking out to lay a hand on the giant trophy and the whooping $40,000 cash prize, and the winner will be going home with the giant trophy, whooping $40,000 cash prize, while the runner-up will pocket home a consolation fee of $30,000. And the ground is set and set for this huge class. Starlight Football Club against Nema Fulakunda. One of the two will be crowned champions, and one of the two will definitely serve as runner-up. Of course, it's a set piece on the far side and will be taken by Nema Fulakunda. In the last fixture, it was Nema Fulakunda who lost 2-0 to Starlight. Is it going to be the same, or this time around Nema Fulakunda that was definitely at a great position, and of course that's a penalty. That's a penalty for the traveling boys of Nema Fulakunda. Saliu Jalo, that was definitely timely. And the central referee, Alaji S. Jalo, never hesitated, pointed to the spot for a penalty to Nema Fulakunda, and Nema Fulakunda will definitely have the chance to find the back of the net in the very first minutes of this crucial final. It's an opportunity for Nema Fulakunda, and Nema Fulakunda has their destiny in their own hands. They definitely need to score from that spot and possibly have the chance to have their noses in front in the very first minutes.
Early on, it was of course Michael Strike that was saved on the opposite side via the short stopper of Nema Fulakunda. But indeed, I was just talking about this earlier on, Pafati, that Nema Fulakunda have the formula to play a final. You understand? But to win it remains the $1 million question. For more than 3 to 4 years, they are still trophyless. They're yet to lift a trophy here in Jambur, not far from Jambur, and they are playing against the host, that is of course a Starlight, married with experience. But Nema Fulakunda are also married with determination. And the number 2 to take the first penalty in this game, Buba Jalo. I don't want to mention what happened in Jambanjeli. We're in Jambur. It's over to you, Pafati.
That's a penalty and a huge responsibility. A huge responsibility currently on the shoulder of Buba Jalo. Buba Jalo, and we have already played 8 minutes into this contest, and of course it is unofficial. Buba Jalo, hands on hip, currently facing the netminder in goal for Starlight, Lamin Dabo. And Lamin Dabo in goal. And the number 2, Buba Jalo, is currently on the ball for Nema Fulakunda. And Nema Fulakunda will definitely have the chance to put their noses in front. And the player in question, Buba Jalo, number 2, hands on hip. Will he be able to convert that? Buba Jalo into the bottom corner. On the traveling boys of Nema Fulakunda are currently leading by a goal to nil. Courtesy of the long goal coming from Buba Jalo from the spot. Jaya Jalo. What a start. What a brilliant start coming from Nema Fulakunda. Already, we are loving everything from the Jambur football field.
Yes, thank you so very much, Pafati. Thank you so very much, Saliu Jalo, and the rest of the media personnel present. This is extremely a very interesting football final. As you just alluded earlier on, these two sides meet in the group stage, and of course Nema Fulakunda were defeated by 2 goals to nil. And here we have witnessed less than 20 minutes of this very important half. Now Nema Fulakunda leading from the sport kick. Let's see what will happen. This is a final. Never say never until everything is over.
It is never over until it is all over. Words of a colleague and brother Jaya Jalo. Earlier on, Saliu Jalo, CDB Kanyi and the rest of the team. From the Jambur football field, it is definitely live. Live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin, just as I said earlier. Parliament Fati. Of course, Saliu Jalo, CDB Kanyi, and a lot of other colleagues from the media. Rasidu Ba trying to test the goalkeeper from distance. And this time into the gloves of the custodian Sajo Ba. Saliu Jalo into the very first 10 minutes. Nema Fulakunda currently leading by a goal to nil, and of course the traveling boys of Nema Fulakunda got their goal courtesy of Buba Jalo, and Buba Jalo from the spot. Nema Fulakunda lead by a goal to nil in the great and grand final at the Jambur football field. In the first 10 minutes, Saliu Jalo advantage Nema Fulakunda.
It almost become another goalkeeping holiday, but then advantage Nema Fulakunda, and they remain solid behind. But you look at the hunger and determination in Starlight. Pafati, this game is far from over. It is absolutely far from over. But Rashid is a player that is of course very known in Gambian football. Played for the Kaki Boys. Played in the of course New Yundum football field. That is I stand to be corrected in that final in which he lost against Zabata, who was of course playing for Hawks. And then Rashid also played for Bureng in the Honorable Barry Peace tournament in Jara, and he scored the goal against CDB Kanyi's Jasong. They lost that final by 2 goals to 1 to be precise. That was year before last, or last year rather. But coming back here, you look at the players, there's a foul and it's a caution. You look at this game, Pafati, it's going to be an end-to-end stuff. If you are to, of course, give the devil its due. Starlight are the favorites in this final after playing Fulakunda in the group stage and beating them by 2-0. And they have conceded, this is their 4th goal. This is the 4th goal that they have conceded. That is Starlight in this tournament, scoring 16 goals. Their leading goal scorer is Mamadou Fadera, who is not with them here. And you know Fadera also married with experience. You have seen Sedi Khan here. Lefo represent the Gambia at the Chan level. Here he have to, of course, sell his experience to Nema Fulakunda.
Thank you very much, Salih Jallo. It's a set piece. Love inside the corner. Blocked in there by the wall. A call for a handball. Central referee Alaji S. Jallo. He's intelligent tested. Nema Fulakunda currently leading by a goal to nil. And this time it is Starlight who launched that ball forward into the gloves of the custodian Sajo Bar. And Sajo wouldn't be in any hurry as his side is currently leading by a goal to nil. And a goal to nil courtesy of Buba Jallo's lone goal from the spot, and the travelling boys of Nema Fulakunda will definitely want to hold on if they can get the second. Currently Sajo Bar launching that ball forward, long and high one from the goalkeeper into the gloves of the opposite goalkeeper. CDB Kanye, we have already seen the first 10 minutes at the Jambur football field in the great and grand final between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda. So far so good. The travelling boys of Nema Fulakunda got their noses in front, leading by a goal to nil from the spot, and of course a goal will definitely serve as a wake-up call for Starlight, who will definitely want to equal the score and possibly have the chance to lay the hand on the giant trophy and the whooping cash prize of $40,000.
I think it's a very good first 12 minutes for Nema Fulakunda. You look at the number 11 in Tijan, very experienced player. He definitely know that if he touches the ball, the centre back will have to hit him. And that what happened, they got the penalty because the centre referee was at the right spot, and that was a very good call there from the centre referee. And the number 2 in Buba Jallo steps in to give his side the lead. And I think it's going to be a very long day for Starlight Football Club. So let's see what will happen. But as far as the first 20 minutes is concerned, definitely Nema Fulakunda is posing. Both teams are playing the same formation. They both have a 4-3-3 formation. So let's see what will happen in the next minutes before the end of the first half. But it is it's a very good first 12 minutes for Nema Fulakunda.
Very good 12 minutes for Nema Fulakunda. Of course, a colleague and brother, CDB Kanye from the Jambur football field earlier on, Salih Jallo and Jai Jallo and a lot of other colleagues. A corner for Nema Fulakunda. Floats that ball, partly headed out by the boys in blue collar Starlight Football Club. On the last fixture played between the two, it ended Starlight Football Club 2, Nema Fulakunda United or Football Club nil around the area. Nema Fulakunda, the goal scorer around the edge of the 18, looking to trouble the defenders. Not a great combination, and Starlight regained possession in their own half, and the team currently trailed by a goal to nil. Lamin Sedikan around the center circle floats that ball forward, trying to connect the run of the number 7 up front, Abdullah Sedi, but the ball is desperately caught out by Nema Fulakunda, who are currently leading by a goal to nil. Michael Mendy dropping it down. He said chase once again for Abdullah Sedi. Abdullah Sedi on the far side for Starlight, dropping that down to Danso. Danso floats that ball, partly headed out by Nema Fulakunda, and Lamin Sedikan losing it. Another opportunity into the gloves of the custodian, and the goalkeeper is Sajo Ba in goal for Nema Fulakunda. And in case you're just joining us, you are reminded that we're coming to you live from the Jambur football field, live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin, of course, Parliament Party, Salih Jallo, CDB Kanye, Kasim Oscar, Prince Oje, Mohamed Dukure, and of course Jai Jallo. Currently at the Jambur football field in the great and grand final. Currently Nema Fulakunda lead by a goal to nil against Starlight Football Club. Rashidu Ba around the center, back to the right side of the defense, Michael Mendy. Michael is of course the team captain, and Michael Mendy was one time playing for Kunkujang Mariama in the Combo South district football competition. And of course, when you come to Combo South, this is where talents are produced. Of course, it's a great and a grand final, a well attended final. You go to most of the communities in other areas, it is very difficult to see such a turnout, and here at the Jambur football field, it is just a glimpse here. Salih Jallo, this is just a glimpse of the turnout.
Absolutely, but you know, we just played 16 minutes unofficial par. Community football, the faithfuls of Jambur and beyond will tell you, we were waiting for this final. It is long overdue, but of course, it is also timely. You look at the preparedness of these two sides, the physicality in them, and of course, you talk about the Combo South district football competition. This is where, of course, talents are spotted. That is a competition Of course, communities come together to play 90 minutes under one umbrella in the course of bringing unity within Kumbo South and beyond. But then coming down to this sport committee, Pafati, a chance for Starlight. Wow. He failed to control the ball. That is number 9, who scored against Nema Fulakunda in the group stage. That is, of course, Ismaila Kanute. But Pa, to tell you the truth, we have to give a big tap on the sport committee of Jambur. Of course, to secure the services of a big sponsorship, 100,000 given to the sport committee and the winner pocketing on 40,000, you have to give the devil his due. But then, to all the teams that participated here, they also played a pivotal role in the quest of developing community football here in Jambur and beyond. Imagine Galaxy and Palmer open the tournament, but it's Starlight and Nema Fulakunda that is closing the tournament.
Thank you very much, Salih Jallo. Earlier on, CDB Kanyi, Jai Jallo and Co. is of course coming to you live from the Jambur football field and is also live on LSTV1. For those that aren't able to make it to the football field, you can just have a click of the button, and a click of the button will solely get you to the Jambur football field. You can watch the entire proceedings from the Jambur football field live on LSTV1 on either Facebook or YouTube. At the commentary cabin, just as I said earlier, of course, Parliament Fatih, Salih Jallo, CDB Kanyi, Kasim Oscar, Prince OJ Mohamed Dukure, and Jai Jallo. Special thanks to Osman Kamara, who is currently responsible of the camera operations. On the far side is around the area. Is that going to be a foul given by the central referee, Alaji S. Jallo, and is currently a set piece, and a set piece for the boys in blue. And the boys in blue, Starlight Football Club, will now have the opportunity to benefit from a set piece at a great position. They just need a dead ball specialist to be able to deliver. The Salih Jallo is at a great position where Starlight Football Club can definitely trouble the custodian Sadio Ba in goal for Nema Fulakunda.
Well, the defender in question is just lucky that the touch was inside the penalty box. That could have been the second penalty given in this game. But then he escaped that one. And the number 9 was trying to amend his first strike that went futile or proof futile for him. That is Ismaila Kanute to be precise. But at a very promising angle, they need a free kick specialist to take that one. And of course, Nema Fulakunda have to defend the lead, and they have to defend with, of course, 3 red blocks wall.
It's a set piece for the boys in blue. Malik Konjira is one of those players on the ball currently who is definitely going to take that. Giant wall assembled by Nema Fulakunda in trying to protect this. Konjira Malik seemingly going to take that. Malik Konjira floats that ball, glancing header, partly caught out. Of course, it's going to be a corner on the far side, and a corner for Starlight. And Starlight, of course, after considering that goal has definitely served as a wake-up call, and a wake-up call to the boys in blue colors. And Starlight working hard to get this game to parity. Will they be able to? Of course, is the biggest ambition for the head coach Hon.Ebrima Dambele and his assistant Amadou Sanyang. Ball being definitely taken out, and it's a clearance coming from Nema Fulakunda, who are currently leading by a goal to nil. Currently leading by a goal to nil against Starlight Football Club on the last fixture, and they're 2-0 in favor of Starlight. And currently Starlight trail by a goal to nil in the great and grand final. Salih Jallo.
The trail, but you look at where they play, there seems to be, of course, the team that is leading. But then you look at Nema Fulakunda, they of course not relenting, they are not surrendering the possession to Starlight. They have to close the gaps. But that was just, of course, a defense line caught napping. But an experienced player that win that penalty for Nema Fulakunda. But since then, the goalkeeper has been a spectator in this game now. Most of the half, or most of the possession is played inside the half of Nema Fulakunda. And they're still struggling to put the ball away from their danger zone. And this is the second time that, of course, the whistle is gone and the goalkeeper have to delay the play. But it's more of like a warning. They know what it takes. For the first time scoring a team that defeated you by 2 goals to nil, you know, you have a mountain to climb to defend this lead and to be crowned champions. You don't buy the ticket, you fight tooth and nail, pal.
Thank you very much, Salihu Jalo, and player Rasul and rewarded. And the player in question is the goal scorer Buba Jalo. And Nema Fulakunda will now have the opportunity. Central referee Alaji Jalo. Alaji S. Jalo is definitely very close to the scene, currently having the discussion with the goal scorer Buba Jalo. It's a set piece for Nema Fulakunda, who are currently enjoying this slender 1-0 advantage against Starlight Football Club, a side that they lost to in the group stages 2-0. Will they be able to remain, or will they be able to get the victory under the noses of Starlight this time around? Remains to be seen. Nema Fulakunda Hon.Ebrima Jalo floats that ball on the far side, glancing header this time around, never troubled the goalkeeper Jaye Jalo. We are approaching the 20th minute here at the Jambur football field. Lively contest, great atmosphere, and we are definitely loving everything at the Jambur football field. So far so good. It's advantage to the travelling boys of Nema Fulakunda, who are currently leading by a goal to nil. And one thing is certain is Starlight need to score if they want to get anything in this contest, or else they will surely this time around not a great combination. Starlight, one thing is for sure, they have to get this game to parity, or else they will surrender the giant trophy and the whooping $40,000 cash prize to Nema Fulakunda.
Well, thank you so very much, Pa, and Salihu Jalo as well, and my colleague CDB Kanya and the rest of the media journalists, rest of the media present. And just like what you said before, at the start of this very important game, Starlight being the superior before the game, but remember this is a final, and Mourinho will tell you the lucky team will win at the end of the day. But then we have seen the boys from Nema Fulakunda scoring in the first 10-15 minutes of this half, but I am sure there would be changes in the scoreline. Probably it's not going to end in this manner, because we have seen a lot of progression from the boys in blue, trying everything possible to ensure that they are back in this very important game. And of course we have seen the goalkeeper trying everything possible to ensure that at least he protect and preserve.
Thank you very much, Jaye Jalo. And currently there is a player down, and there is a player currently down injured for Nema Fulakunda. And we have already played 24 minutes in this contest. It is currently Nema Fulakunda 1, Starlight Football Club 0, and it is the great and grand final, proudly and officially bankrolled by Hon.Ebrima Sillah. Of course, he is the one, and also the one behind this entire tournament, a tournament of 15 teams, and here we are, only left with 2. Starlight, Nema Fulakunda. The winner will pocket home $40,000, while the runner-up will be going home with $30,000.
Well, Pa. Yes, Pa. All right. Yes, I can get myself now clear. Yes, Pa, you're absolutely right. But you look at Nema Fulakunda. This is their second year participating in, of course, Jambur, their first ever final, to be precise. Well, there's a lot of story. There's a lot to this final between Nema Fulakunda and Starlight. But on the other side, is community football really developed here? The answer is yes. You look at the teams that is participating. You look at the players that are playing in this final. Someone watching via LSTV will tell you, I can recognize this player, the number 5 of Starlight. That is a double for you, a friend to Pamodi in Berlin, Germany. I can recognize the one with the ball right now, Lefo, to precise, and other players, Michael, the likes of even Jalo. There are a lot of players who, of course, have experience in another community or in another competition. But all said and done, it's Jambur's league final under one umbrella, Pafati.
It's Jambur League final under one umbrella. Words of a colleague and brother Salihu Jalo. Nema Fulakunda enjoying this slender advantage, leading by a goal to nil. Player Rasul, nothing given by the referee. It is Abdullah Danso looking for options, spreading it wide to Michael. Ball being caught out partly by Nema Fulakunda. And the player in question is Suleiman. So, and already Suleiman Rasul and rewarded by the assistant referee. It's going to be an opportunity for Nema Fulakunda to get the ball from their own half. And the team is currently enjoying this slender 1-0 advantage. They got their noses from this spot, courtesy of Buba Jalo, and Buba Jalo's lone goal is the current difference at the Jambur football field.
Look at Lamin Dabo. The look on his face is more of like a spectator right now, watching this play. And it's more of like a goalkeeper tone coach is, of course, shouting to his players. But Pa, to be precise, we need to give a big tap on the security as well. We have seen them here trying to maintain peace and order in this final. The ambience is alive and well. This is community football at the highest order, Pafati. If you're watching in Hong Kong, you can remember Jambur very well today.
Thank you very much, Salih Jallow. And later on, we will hand the baton to CDB Kanyi for some reactions into the gloves of the custodian Lamin Dabo. And of course, in case you're just joining us, we are coming to you live from the Jambur football field in the Hon.Ebrima Sillah sponsored Jambur Senior League final between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. And Starlight in this contest, starting with Lamin Dabo in goal, Michael Mendy, Abdullah Danso, Mod Lamin Jallow, Rasidu Ba, Famara Jiba, Malik Konjira, Ismaila Kanute, Mohamed Dabo, Abdullah Sedi, and Lamin Sedi Khan on the far side. It's going to be a defensive work coming from Starlight Football Club, and the flag of the assistant referee is still down. Starlight trailed by a goal to nil against Nema Fulakunda. Ball being strongly headed out by Nema Fulakunda, and on the far side, Starlight will have the opportunity to benefit from a throw in. Mod Lamin Jallow will take that, and Nema Fulakunda is starting with Sadio Ba in goal, Yusuf Asise, Suleiman Sow, Amadou Krubali, Amadou Jallow, Suleiman or Ismaila Ba, Ebrima Jallow, Buba Jallow, Ansu Sow, Bakari Drame and Tijan Ba completing the 11 for Nema Fulakunda, and the team is under the guidance of Abdou Jallow as head coach. Seku Sonko is serving as the assistant to Abdou, and on the far side Rasidu Ba, caught out by Nema Fulakunda. Nema Fulakunda enjoying the slender advantage. Will they be able to hold on? Remains the biggest ambition and also the biggest question. CDB Kanyi, we have already played over 25 minutes in the first period. Currently, Starlight trailed by a goal to nil against Nema Fulakunda, and Nema Fulakunda will definitely want to hold on if they can get the second to possibly have the chance to run away with the giant trophy and the whooping $40,000 cash prize.
Well, in terms of statistics, ball position wise, we will see Starlight are enjoying more of a ball position, but you look at the possession are not being torn into shots, and shots are not being torn into shots on target, and that's another shot from the number 7 in Abdullah Sedi. Well, you look at the only shot on target we have in this game is the penalty shoot from Buba Jallow. That was the first shot on target, and you have the other team, that Starlight, they also have one shot on target. So it seems like we have 2 shots on target in this encounter. That is telling you that the two teams are not definitely pressing, and they are not shooting, and if you don't shoot, you cannot score goals. So I think the tacticians, that the two technical benches are watching to make sure they make a difference in the second half.
Thank you very much, CDB Kanyi. Earlier on, Salih Jallow, and in case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live from the Jambur football field, and the game is live on LSTV1. At the commentary cabin, just as I said earlier, for Lamin 40, Salih Jallow, CDB Kanyi, Kazim Oscar, Prince OJ, Mohamed Dukure, and Jaye Jallow. And of course, into the majority of the minutes in the first half, it is currently Starlight Football Club nil, Nema Fulakunda 1. The boys in red. Nema Fulakunda enjoying the slender advantage. Lamin Sedi Khan around the area, playing that ball down. And nothing given by the central referee. Is going to be an opportunity. Michael Mendy. Michael lost possession. Nema Fulakunda through the goal scorer Buba Jallow, playing that ball short. Buba regained possession around the center circle. Nema Fulakunda lost it. It's now the opportunity for Starlight. Abdullah Sedi spreading it wide to Rasidu Ba. Rasidu 10 on his back, looking for options, spreading it down, lost possession on Rasidu. Not a great combination, and this time around Starlight will solely try to regroup, whilst Nema Fulakunda will rely on Yusuf Asise to deliver the throw in on the far side. Lively contest, great atmosphere. We are definitely loving everything at the Jambur football field. CDB Kanyi, definitely we have to commend Hon.Ebrima Sillah and also the sports committee of Jambur Sports Committee under the leadership of Abdullah Bojang. This is definitely a magnificent work around the area. This player dribbled past the custodian, still looking for options. Lamin Sedi Khan trying to turn, unfortunately. Starlight lost it, and that was a huge responsibility, and of course a huge chance for Starlight to possibly have the chance to find the back of the net to get this game to parity. CDB.
Well, I think you observe the Starlight attack. There are some changes there. Lamin Sedi Khan is now been moved to play as a right winger, while we have the number 7 Abdullah Sedi is now playing as an attacking midfielder. So you see Sedi and Sedi Khan are now exchanging the possession, with Rashid Ba staying at the left of the attack. So it seems like they want to rotate their position in front so that they can create at least chance that may lead to the goal, and that's the arrival of the Hon.Ebrima Sillah.
Thank you very much, and of course it's a lively contest. A lively contest from the Jambur football field, and we can confirm the presence of Hon.Ebrima Sillah with his high-powered delegation, and he is the brain behind the sponsorship package. Ball being tested down. Michael Mendy, right wing back for Starlight Football Club, playing that down. Starlight currently trailed by a goal to nil, and the flag of the assistant referee is still down. Nema Fulakunda currently enjoying the slender advantage around the center. Nema Fulakunda leading by a goal to nil. Back to the left back and number 4 Suleiman. So Suleiman will try to switch the play, caught out by Starlight, and Starlight holding midfielder number 6 Hon.Ebrima Sillah switching or trying to switch the play, and this time around couldn't connect to Rasidu Ba on the far side, and that was definitely a wasted opportunity. And Saliu Nema Fulakunda wouldn't want to be in any hurry, as they are currently leading by a goal to nil, and they will definitely want to get back into the tunnel with their noses in front, leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of number 2 Buba Jallo from the spot.
Absolutely, Pa. Yes, you look at their coach. Yes, he have the experience, to carry his side to the final. Coaching for 2 years. Well, he started coaching just, let me say, year before last, to precise. This is his second year in coaching. And of course, he had an academy in URR, imagine, from Woolley Bantan, to be precise, in Upper River region. I stand to be corrected. And coming back here in Jambur, guiding Starlight to a final, having this caliber of players. He's a proud coach today. He will tell you, a coach, one of the players who represent the Gambia in the Chan national team. That is, of course, Lamin Sedikan. But of course, you look at the number 18 of Nema Fulakunda, that is Ismail Abba. He is, of course, following Lamin, just like how Suleiman Mar followed Yaya Toure, Gambia against Ivory Coast at the Independence Stadium.
Thank you very much, Saliu Jallo. In case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live from the Jambur football field. And this is the great and grand final. And the final and the tournament proudly and officially bankrolled by Hon.Ebrima Sillah. And we can confirm the presence of the Hon.Ebrima into the gloves of the custodian, missed it. And Sajo Ba missing it around the area. Starlight Football Club powered, caught out once again. Another opportunity, Starlight trying to dribble past a group of central defenders, and central defenders stood their ground. Rasidu Ba floats into the gloves of the custodian, Sajo Ba. That was definitely timely coming from Nema Fulakunda. They nearly conceded, and if they concede by now, that is definitely going to be a turning point for Starlight in this contest.
Well, the goalkeeper, yes, the goalkeeper was calling on the referee to be a savior, and the referee turned deaf ears to that, and it was play on, and he have to scramble to put the ball away from, of course, danger. To precise, they breathe fresh air once again, and they are relieved. I told you, still now, Lamin, that is the showstopper for, of course, Starlight, is a spectator, and his turnout is growing bigger and bigger per party. The only missing element for Starlight is that equalizing goal. They have been asking questions over and over, knocking the doors, trying to tally, switching positions from one end to the other. You look at them right now, just as thrown through around the center circle. They're having a community meeting, Lamin Sedikan, with the number 7 and others as well. I believe they need to connect the dots if they have to stop parity before going into the tunnel.
They need to connect the dots if they want to get something before lemon time. Words of Saliu Jallo, spreading it wide. Rasidu Ba! And saved by the custodian. Danger not averted. Starlight Football Club! What a moment at the Jambur football field! And Starlight celebrates in style. What a moment, and what an atmosphere. From the Jambur football field, it is parity and parity restored. Oh yes, Ismaila Kanute got the goal to get the game to parity, and it is currently 1-1. 1-1 at the Jambur football field. 1-1 between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda. Saliu Jallo, game on at the Jambur football field.
Well, I told you the only missing element for Starlight is that equalizing goal. Is that goal. The goalkeeper was a spectator for more than 10 to 15 minutes, and he of course, within a blink of an eye, he became a supporter celebrating that equalizing goal. It has been looming, it has been coming. They there were signs that they have to restore parity before going into the tunnel. They have been knocking the doors of Nema Fulakunda. You know, Nema Fulakunda have been defending deep, and now they have to concede from a player that scored them in the group stage. That is Ismaila Kanute. The second goal against Nema Fulakunda Pafati. And it is game on now, 1-1. Well, in the presence of the Honorable Minister, goals are galling here, Pafati.
Goals are definitely going on the far side. Never trouble the custodian. And of course, it's all coming to you live from the Jambur football field in the Hon.Ebrima Sillah sponsored Jambur's League Final, Senior League Final, and the game is also live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube. At the commentary cabin, Parliament Fati, Salih Jalo, CDB Kanyik, Prince OJ, Kazim Oscar, Mohammed Dukure, Jaye Jalo, and we can also confirm the arrival of a colleague and brother Sidat Kujabi, who has already joined us at the Jambur football field. And it is currently game on. Starlight 1, Nema Fulakunda 1. Nema Fulakunda got their noses in front, courtesy of Buba Jalo, before the centre forward Ismaila Kanute bringing the game to parity. And it is currently 1-1. Which of the sides will be going home with the giant trophy and the whooping for $40,000 cash prize, and the runner-up will pocket home $30,000. All sponsored by Hon.Ebrima Sillah, or Minister Ebrima Sillah, who has already arrived with his high-powered delegation. Rasidu Ba playing it down, ball being chested down. Starlight on the far side, trying to cause some problems. Is that a push? Play on, says the central referee. And the referee in this contest and grand final is Alaji Ezjalo, having the assistance of Bakari Jabang, Aminata Baji and Mbasila serving us. And of course, that was a great opportunity for Nema Fulakunda, but never trouble the goalkeeper. Jaye Jalo, things are getting more and more interesting, and the turnout is getting more and bigger and bigger as far as the final is concerned.
Well, thank you so very much, Fati and Salih Jalo alongside CDB Kanyi. Of course, Honorable Minister Silla and Honorable Minister Demba Sabali alongside. Thank you so much for being with us here. And of course, I told you earlier on in this game that the game would definitely not end this manner. And we have seen a lot of progression from Starlight. And we have seen most of the game being played by Starlight in the past 10, 15, 20 minutes. And we are expecting more. I am expecting more goals in this very important encounter. They are knocking the ball. The progression, of course, from their defense toward the opponent attack is just explicit. So this is what we expect from a final. The ambience is just explicit here at the Jambur football ground. A lot of journalists, a lot of fans, spectators, and a lot of security men and women in uniform as well. So this is telling you that the final is one of a kind in this country. Grassroots football to the highest level, and the Jambur football, of course, the Jambur football committee are trying very well, definitely. This is what we expect, and this is what we have witnessed as well. But again, never say never until everything is over. At the end of 90 minutes or perhaps extra time, we'll be able to know who the winner is in this very important encounter, Pafat.
Thank you very much, Sidi Vikanyi. Sidi approaching half-time, and is approaching half-time at the Jambur football field. It's a goal kick to Nema Fulakunda. Currently it is 1-1. It is currently 1-1 at the Jambur football field, and of course live on LSTV1. And of course coming to you live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin, Parliament Fati, and a lot of other journalists. Of course, Salih Jalo, CDB Kanyi, Kazim Oscar around the edge once again. Rasidu Ba trying to test the goalkeeper from distance, and this time sailed over the crossbar. Rasidu Ba with an incredible shot, and Rasidu's effort this time around sailed over the crossbar. Nema Fulakunda survived once again. CDB Kanyi approaching half-time, and currently it is game on and 1-1 at the Jambur football field.
Well, I think hello. Well, it's game on. It's 1-1. Parliament Fati. It's already 40 minutes played between these two sides. There are some movements between these two teams. You look at the Starlight. Definitely they are pushing. And when Nema Fulakunda has scored that penalty from Jalo, they definitely know that they have to do something in order to restore parity before the second half. And indeed, that was a well-timed shot from Kanute, Ismaila Kanute. That was a well-timed and well-shot from Ismaila Kanute. Definitely, it is game on here, Parliament Party. You look at and Nema Fulakunda, definitely. They will try to make so they score another goal here. But it seems like we're going to see goals because you look at the movement of the two strikers, Bakar Drame, the number 9 for Fulakunda, and you also have Ismaila Kanute. Definitely, they need support from their midfield. But all of a sudden, the two coaches have a lot of work to do during the lemon break.
Thank you very much, CDB Kanye, for that brilliant analysis. Currently at the Jambur football field, it's a corner on the far side. Corner for Nema Fulakunda, and the score is currently 1-1. 1-1 between Nema Fulakunda, and of course it is half-time, and half-time at the Jambur football field. Half-time between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda, and it is currently 1-1. Nema Fulakunda broke the deadlock courtesy of Buba Jallo from the spot. Before center forward and number 9 Ismaila Konjira bringing the game to parity, and parity restored at the Jambur football field, and it is currently 1-1. 1-1 at the Jambur football field in the great and grand final, a tournament proudly and officially bankrolled by Honorable Minister Ebrima Sillah, and Honorable Minister has just arrived with his high-powered delegation, and of course it is half-time. Salih Jallo, this is where we're going to draw the curtain. Have 15 minutes of rest, and Salih will also have some reactions or half-time reactions at the Jambur football field. Jaye, it has been a great first half between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. Both sides will definitely have the chance to get back to the dressing room, have some half-time team talks, and possibly have a better second half. And we believe we're still going to have more goals as far as the second half is concerned.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Pa. We have just witnessed the first 45 minutes of this very important final here at Jambur Football Ground. I'm expecting a lot in the second half. Remember, both teams are going back to the drawing board, have conversation, 1 or 2, 3 words with their gaffers, managers, team talk, look at some of the strengths, work on them more, some of their weaknesses, work on them more, and of course maintain the strengths. And we are expecting both teams to come back in the second half with more energy, and trying to ensure that at least this very important final reaches.
CDB Kanye, great and interesting first period between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda, and they have all to play for. And currently, and they have all to play for. And currently, and they have all to play for. And currently we're going to see a great first half or second half after seeing or witnessing a massive first half between Nema Fulakunda and of course Starlight. CDB Kanye, we should be expecting a great second half between these two.
Well, it's going to be a great second half between these two teams. Now, the work of the technicians, that's the two technical benches, is what is left to play. They need to go to the drawing board and see what is their strength, what is their weakness, try to improve on that. I can tell you for so second now we are going to see another goals. But any team that scores first, especially Starlight, if they happen to score first in the second half, definitely Nema Fulakunda will suffer. Because if you look at the first half in terms of ball possession, in terms of experienced players, Starlight have more. You have Lamin Sedik and alias Lepo. You also have Abdullah Danso, Abdullah Sedik. These are all players, Captain Michael Mendy. These are all players, that that they have experience, that they can, support their team in order to go home with this giant trophy. For that of Nema Fulakunda, they really need to come and they really need to come with the same plan to make sure that, because their plan was, to make sure they attack and they score first. At first half, they have to do that. They score first. Second half. Let's see what is going to happen.
Thank you very much, CDB Kanye, and of course we will now hand the mic to Salih Jallo for some half-time reaction. That currently is on half-time between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda, and it is currently 1-1. Back to you, Salih.
them stuff from the beginning.
Huh?
Okay, don't worry. A pleasure speaking to the president of Jambur Sport Committee, that is of course Mr. Abdullahi Barrow Bojang. Presi, since 2016 you have been at the helm of affairs, promoting community football, bringing teams under one umbrella in the quest of unifying grassroots football or unifying community football. Take us through the journey from the 2016 to the 2025. Okay, thank you very much, Saliu. I am so excited, happy for this interview. And today we are here. Okay, today we are here to witness this important football final between the two giants, that is the Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. As you said, since 2016 we've been in power running community football. It is not easy, Salu, to run community football. There are a lot of challenges, but through all those challenges we were able to succeed, because football goes with regulations and football goes with what discipline. So we were able to campaign for the rules and regulations to be respected and to make sure that every football club participating to honor the regulations. This is why we succeeded from 2016 to date.
Despite the success that you're talking about, there were obstacles along the journey, Mr. President. There were hitches here and there in the course of promoting community football. They will tell you it is never meant for the weak. Take us through the obstacles, the challenges that you face.
Yes, Saliu, if I should say obstacles, community football, when you enter in community football, there will be hatred. Some community members will not like what you are doing, but for us we have a vision and we have a target, and we will make sure that we met this target. The obstacles that we met, some particular teams will not like because of the strict measures that the community wants to take in order to develop a grassroots football, because they feel like rules and regulations, this is a local community. So meaning local community, the rules should be implied, but it should not be expressed. So in that, absolutely you will see, if you are to be successful, you need to go.
How everyone under one umbrella in changing doubters into believers, Mr. President?
Salu, is not easy. You can see the Jambur Sport Committee since 2016. We did not even have a complete structure. I can tell you this. The reason is, you can see the surrounding issues committee field. Before, it was not even fenced. This Jambur Sport Committee will come into hard work to make sure that they will buy empty bags to fence the entire community field. And the resources that we gather from that, this is why we were able to fence the three corners of this field. The only side that is not fenced is this particular place that is not fenced. And these are challenges that we face because we did not have correct sponsors to develop this community field.
You're struggling with sponsors. You look at the trophy place there down there. I just want Bafadi to pan the camera to look at it, for the viewers to look at this trophy. This trophy is taller than some of the jolas here in Jambur. Don't mind me anyway. But then the sponsorship package is coming from the Honorable Minister Hon.Ebrima Sillah. How were you able to put your house in order and convince him? How were you able to spin him and hook him to bring this giant trophy? That a trophy that of course did its Umrah in Saudi and came to Jambur to honor the finalists.
But this is very interesting. The Honorable Minister is a native of this community.
Wow.
And he's a brother to me. And because of my long standing in the committee, the entire community bestowed that trust on me. This is why when we face any individual for sponsors, we will not face difficult. We will not even face challenges. Honorable, when we met him, in fact, this was last year, that was his plan. From 2016 to date, anytime when we face him, Honorable will contribute immensely to make sure that grassroots football is developed within this community. This year, he communicated, he said, no, this year, pack every sponsorship, I am going to take it up.
Is he trying to plow back?
Indeed, he is even planning to in fact come back to set another tournament, which is in fact going to be bigger than this. In fact, he has planned to make sure that this community field is fenced, is completely fenced. This is the plan that he has for today.
Mr. Chairman or Mr. President, is it easy to govern community football?
It's not indeed easy. It's not indeed easy. It needs total commitment, and you have to get patient, because community football is different from standard football. In that, if you want to follow community football rules, this is where hatred begins. So for us, this is my slogan. I fight for it. I have seen to it, rules and regulations of football must be followed. So this is why we succeeded, and today we are here.
You look happy today, Mr. Chairman.
I am indeed happy, more than the what happy. If you can see the entire field, it is full to capacity. And having our Honorable Minister within the mix, the Alcalo, the Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Demba Sabali, Amadou Sabali, the Youth President of NPP, Mamadou Sabali, present in this venue. Indeed, this is more than achievement.
You have the chairman of Farado Sport Committee also here.
Karamo Charles is our good partner. Charles is always available when it comes to Jambur community football. He always embraces us, and he's the one who, in fact, who gave us the way to succeed.
The way forward?
Way forward. So I really commend Charles. Charles is succeeded in Farado. This is why I'm also succeeded in Jambur. So I really applaud him. I commend him.
Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you so much. I'm really
We will link up after the game.
Thank you so much. Grateful. Thank you.
And of course, Pafati, we are live at the Jambur football field. And indeed, the league is sponsored by the Honorable Minister in, of course, Hon.Ebrima Sillah, to be precise. Well, it is 1-1 in the first half. Nema Fulakunda strike force via the penalty spot. And of course, Starlight restored parity courtesy of Ismaila Kanute, to precise. And indeed, we will return the baton to the Council of Elders.
Government workers ñu ngi leen a gërëm bu baax di leen sant di leen wax ne programme bi neex na football bi ñu ko football si jàmm am ngeen high table bi li ko doore si alkali Jambur bi jógee foofu ñëw si Minister of Agriculture di Demba Sabali jógee fa ñëw si ministre bi nga xam ne moo amee wàllu bi yoon bi di ministre Hon.Ebrima Sillah di doomi Jambur judo Jambur yaro Jambur ñu ñëw si li nga xam ne mooy National Youth President di Mamadou Sabali mu ñëw fii tey ñu jóge
And it is the beginning of the second half between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. And now Starlight currently playing from our right to left, whilst Nema Fulakunda kicking from our left to right. And Nema Fulakunda dressed in red, while Starlight in blue. Already the flag of the assistant referee is already up, and the flag of the assistant referee is already up, and it's going to be an opportunity for Starlight Football Club to deliver. Starlight Football Club will now have the opportunity. On the far side is a throw in, and Michael getting that ball forward, trying to reconnect Rasidu Ba, and Rasidu lost possession. Is an opportunity for Nema Fulakunda to deliver. Quickly taken, ball being tested down for the goal scorer Buba Jalo. Buba dribbled past one, looking for more, spreading it wide, but the flag of the assistant referee is already up and up against Nema Fulakunda. And already up against Nema Fulakunda Football Club. And it's an opportunity for Starlight Football Club. And Starlight now playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin, while Nema Fulakunda playing from our left to right. TDB, can you back to you?
I think that was it. That was the fourth offside of this game, because I have been watching the entire fourth half and there was no offside in that. Go, cross consent! That was the fourth offside, and it's a big relief for Starlight Football Club, or Nema Fulakunda rather. But definitely that was a very good to there. Definitely, Nema Fulakunda, I know you're looking at their strategies. We have seen no changes from either side. They both maintain their 4-3-3 formation as far as the first half is concerned. So let's see what they will do in the second half. It's a long journey.
Let's wait what they will solely do in the second half. Words of a colleague and brother, CDB Kanye, earlier on Salih Jalo, Jai Jalo, and a lot of other colleagues at the commentary cabin. Of course, this is all coming to you live from the Jambur football field, live on LSTV1. Just as I said, at the commentary cabin, Parliament Party, Salih Jalo, CDB Kanye, Kazim Oscar, Prince OJ, Mohamed Dukure, Jai Jalo, and of course we're having our very own colleague and brother Sidat Kujabi, and it's a substitution, on the far side, and Nema Fulakunda Football Club will introduce the fresh legs, while they will solely get off tired legs. And already the number 9 and forward for Nema Fulakunda is currently making way. Bakari Drame is one of those players, and also the number 11 Tijan Ba is already a double substitution for Nema Fulakunda, and the team hoping to secure victory, while Nema Fulakunda will also be hoping to secure victory, going home with the giant trophy and the whooping $40,000 cash prize. Which of the sides will solely bag the championship or the giant trophy, and which of the sides will solely go home as runners-up? And it is coming to you live from the Jambur football field, and it is currently game on 1-1. Nema Fulakunda got the lead courtesy of the number 2 Buba Jalo from the spot, before center forward Ismaila Kanute getting the game to parity, and the score is currently 1-1. Nema Fulakunda on the far side, currently having Dabo being dribbled around the edge. Nema Fulakunda looking for options. Can they get the second goal from this? Partly caught out. Dabo remains resolute. around the area. Nema Fulakunda trying to trouble the central defender, trying to go solo still around the 8, floats that ball on the far side. Solid defensive work, ball being headed out. Abdullah Danso playing it down to Rasidu Ba. Rasidu dribble pass one, looking for more, lost possession, and it's a clearance. Going to be another opportunity for Starlight Football Club to get something from this time around. Ball being cleared desperately. Salih Jallo, both sides picking it from where they left it, and currently is an advantage Nema Fulakunda. And that was definitely a great one, but unfortunately wasted by the boys in red. Nema Fulakunda, who are currently playing a 1-1 scoreline against Starlight Football Club. And the last fixture, Salih Jallo, ended 2-0 against Nema Fulakunda. Here they are, 1-1 in the second period. Will they be able to hold on? Or is it going to be Starlight to get the second goal, or Nema Fulakunda remains to be seen?
Well, early on, that strike comes from Zakaria Njai, who is trying to, of course, give a statement of course, a welcoming remark in this second half as a substitute to precise, or as a sub, that is the number 16 for Nema Fulakunda. Well, of course, Pafati, you think outside this 90 minutes of this final, you talk about community football is well developed here. I had a chit chat with the president in, of course, Abdullah Barrow Bojang, thanking the minister in the quest of promoting community football. He thanked the minister, of course, for giving them this giant trophy, and of course, a whooping prize, that is of course 100,000, just to support Jambur football to develop. The president in Barrow Bojang also give the devil its due, thanking Karamo Charles Njai, the president of Farato Youth and Sport Committee, for giving him the way forward. And it's through Karamo's advice, that is why Bojang is here. Imagine, man in the seat since 2016 to date, promoting community football, changing doubters into believers. Well, he did told me that it is never easy to chair community football. It's quite different when it comes to, standardized football to precise, or well standard football. But community football absolutely is not for the weak, Pafati. We're coming down to this final. We have seen an end-to-end stuff in the first half, where 2 goals galloped, and we are expecting other goals to be galloped as well. A final that is witnessed by top dignitaries from the government hierarchy. That alone is a story to be told on Monday morning in the newspapers or the electronic media, that we were there under the president, or under the president of Honorable so-and-so, under the presidency of Mr. Barrow Bojang, the president or the chairman of Jambur Sport Committee. And I did say this earlier on, you look at the reporters here, to be of course able to spot them here or to hook them here. The likes of Kasim, who is always busy, Prince, OJ and Co, Jai and Co, City and Co, just to name a few. The final is already well advertised, and the media played a pivotal role in this final. Pafati, just to go through the dignitaries on the high table, you have Hon.Ebrima Sillah, Honorable Dauda Sabali, Demba Sabali, you have Alkali Haruna Bojang, Mr. Bakari Fati, Mr. Banua Bojang, Mr. Siripa, Mrs. Mariama Sanyang, Honorable Modu Sabali, Honorable Amadou Sane, Sakoma is also here together with the tallest chairman, or the tallest chairman, Pafati. You are saying yes to that. That is Karamo Charles Njai of Farato to precise. Well, to all the dignitaries, thank you for coming. And this is the closing chapter of the Jambur League final, sponsored by Honorable Minister Sillah to be precise. And once again, we thank each and everyone for promoting community football at the highest order. Pai, it's over to you.
Thank you very much, Salih Jallo, and it is the second half. And second half between Nema Fulakunda and Starlight, and the score is currently 1-1. Is it going to be in regulation? Post my shootout or a replay to decide the final? Is it going to be a replay? Post my shootout or in regulations between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda around the area. Nema Fulakunda heading that ball down. Another opportunity. Michael Mendy, team captain and right back, to deliver yet another throw in for Starlight Football Club. And in this contest, in the first period, Buba Jallo broke the deadlock before Ismaila Kanute getting the game to parity. Is a glancing header into the gloves of the custodian Sajo Ba. And Sajo Ba is currently in goal for Nema Fulakunda. And in the opposite goal post is Lamin Dabo. And this time around around the center circle, goal scorer getting that forward for Nema Fulakunda. That's a chase and a push on the far side. And the central referee just there in time to give the opportunity to Nema Fulakunda Football Club. And it's a set piece. It's a set piece for Nema Fulakunda. Central defender for Starlight Football Club. We'll definitely have a discussion. Mohamed Dabo had a brief discussion with the central referee Alaji S. Jallo. And Alaji in this contest is having the assistance of Bakari Jabang, Aminata Baji, and Basila as the fourth assistant referee. Aliu Badra Bojang is serving as the match commissioner in this well-attended and great final. It's currently a set piece. Nema Fulakunda at a great position. Two-man wall assembled by Starlight Football Club. Starlight dressed in blue. Nema Fulakunda in red. Who is going to take this? It's a delivery. Crowded penalty area. Ball being floated forward around the area. This time it's a glancing header. Partly cleared. And already that's a signal from the central referee, and it's an opportunity for Lamin Dabo and Starlight Football Club to deliver this ball deep in their own half. And the custodian Dabo is now urging his fellow players to move forward. It is currently 1-1. Is it going to be in regulation? Post-match shootout, a replay to decide the winner between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. And the game is also live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin. Parliament Fati, Saliu Jallo, CDB Kanyi, Kazi Mosca, Prince Oje, Mohamed Dukure, and Jaye Jallo. And of course from the Jambur football field, it is live on LSTV1. Glancing header from the goal scorer for Nema Fulakunda into the gloves of the custodian Saliu Jallo. Both sides picking it from where they left it. They will definitely want to Rasidupa around the edge, looking for options, trying to dribble past one, lost the first one around the area. Abdullah Danso heading it down, partly cleared by Nema Fulakunda. It is still an opportunity for Starlight in their opposition's half. Nema Fulakunda trying to clear their line, launches that ball on the far side, and the player number 10 dribble past one, looking for more on the far side. Dribble past Michael Mendy, the number 10 and team captain for Nema Fulakunda, Ansu Sow. Ansu trying to use his space on the far side, laying that ball on the far side, and Dabo was just there in time to cut that ball out. Lamin Sedikan getting it down, ball being chested down. It is Starlight now, cleared by Nema Fulakunda desperately. Saliu Jallo, this is one of the most interesting games that we have already seen. Right from the beginning, from the word go, it was definitely clear, intentionally. Both sides are definitely hoping to win it. Who is going to win it, we can confirm. But one thing is for sure, it's going to be Starlight or Nema Fulakunda to be crowned the 2025 Jambur League final champions. And this time around, it is currently advantage to both sides. Both sides already are on a goal, and the next goal will definitely be crucial between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda.
Absolutely, Pa. It has been an end-to-end stuff here. I told you before the kickoff that these two sides have a score to settle, especially on the side of Nema Fulakunda. They were in the happy being defeated in the group stage by 2-0. But they're playing against a very stubborn side, a very solid side in Starlight, who have, of course, players who have the experience in the beautiful game of football in the country. A player who, of course, adorned the national team jersey representing the Gambia in the Chan team, that is Sedi Khan, to be precise, Lefo, who adorned the number 17 jersey for Starlight today. He has been a pivotal player for, of course, TMT Football Club on the route to the FA Cup final. But you look at Nema Fulakunda, probably I can cap it off more of like experience versus determination in this final. You look at the way they play Nema Fulakunda, it's just 1-2 touch, they're inside the 18-yard box. But for Starlight, they have to entertain you with the ball first and create opportunities. But can Nema Fulakunda make good use of the set pieces? Because anytime Starlight lead, it will be very difficult for them to, of course, restore parity. A team that considered only 3 goals in the tournament coming into this final, that is Starlight. They scored 16 goals in this tournament. I believe the bookmakers will tell you they are the favorite in this final. But you look at the Giant Trophy, even if you are not a good player, like probably they will tell you the coach of, the legends of All Stars in Farato, to be precise, the coach who was defeated by Nema Forest. You look at this giant trophy, you will be motivated and you will be encouraged to play at the highest order. Yes, I mean the veterans at Farato.
Thank you very much, Salih Jallo. Of course, that was definitely a pull on legs in Farato. On the far side, strong header coming from Nema Fulakunda. Not for too long. Starlight Football Club will use the opportunity on spreading it wide to Rashidu Bar 10. Rashidu Bar getting solo around the edge. This time around, Clarence Fondley. Is that opportunity? What a miss, and that was definitely very close. CDB Kanye, that would have been the second goal for Starlight Football Club. Unfortunately, squandered by Starlight Football Club, and the score still remains back 1-1.
I think that was a very good cross there from Lamin Jallo, the number 2. What a combination with him. And you look at the number 10, Rashid Njai, one of the most experienced players in this pitch, together with Lamin Sedikan. That was a well delivery and a timely cross there. How could he miss that? That could have been a 2-1 score for Starlight.
And the $1 million question they will ask you from Starlight: why didn't the ball hit the back of the net? We don't know. We are on the fence, pa.
Thank you very much, Salih Jallo. Starlight Football Club must be kicking at themselves by now. How could they miss such a chance? How could they miss such a chance must be the biggest question currently lingering in the minds of Starlight Football Club. But currently that is football for you, and the score is currently 1-1. 1-1 from the Jambur football field, 1-1 live on LSTV. It is the great and grand final, a tournament proudly and officially bankrolled by Hon.Ebrima Sillah, of course, coming to the aid of the people of Jambur. And here we are in the final between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. The last fixture played between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda ended 2-0 in favor of the boys in blue. Lamin Sedikan trying to dribble past his marker, this time lost it, trying to regain possession, but unfortunately lost it. It's a goal kick to Nema Fulakunda, and any moment from now, Sally, we're going to see another introduction coming from the boys in red. Nema Fulakunda hoping to win it, going home with the giant trophy, a giant trophy and a whooping $40,000 a cash prize. Will definitely be a remarkable story if Nema Fulakunda are able to win it, and also a remarkable story if Starlight are able to win it this afternoon, of course, at the Jambur football field.
And guess what? The 2 finalists will pocket home a set of jersey, and of course, that alone is an yes, absolutely.
It's a chance for Nema Fulakunda into the gloves of the custodian. Relief, of course, for Starlight Football Club into the gloves of the custodian, Lamin Dabo.
A very good defensive work there from a no-nonsense defender, the number 4 for Nema Fulakunda. Relief, and Sedikan became the culprit there, and the number 18 became the victim. It reminds me of course, I did mention about Suleiman, of course, and of course Yaya Toure of Ivory Coast, the Gambia against Ivory Coast at Independence Stadium, where of course Yaya Toure was given a hell to live in at Independence Stadium. But coming back to this game, Pafati, 18,000 each. I'm talking about this the jerseys, the set of jerseys that will be presented to the finalists. And you look at that quick one, I believe you're talking about the player that is warming up to be introduced for Nema Fulakunda. The coach stood up when that chance was squandered in front of goal for Starlight, that is the number 9, Ismaila Kanute, and the coach have to send a message to the players inside. I believe it should be a wake-up call. People will be questioning the coach, why did you sub off your number 9? It could have been, maybe later on, but the coach have the final say. Playing your first final, consider 2 goals in the group stage against a solid side. You have a lesson that you learn in that game, and coming back here you have to amend things because it is a final and the winner takes everything, especially the giant trophy home, and there's going to be a trophy in your trophy cabin, and that will be remembered, that name, Hon.Ebrima Sillah's trophy, to be precise, pa.
Thank you very much, Salih Jalo. And we have already seen a substitution coming from Starlight Football Club. And already Farmer Jiba is taking off. And Jiba is being replaced by Suleiman Koli for Starlight. Starlight trying to switch the play from the left to the right. On the far side is a glancing header coming from the boys in red. Nema Fulakunda hoping to win it. Starlight Football Club hoping to win it. Jaya Jalo. This has been an interesting first half. Interesting second half between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. And definitely a side to win this will definitely be
Massive turnout.
decide to win it. Jaya Jalo will definitely celebrate this trophy because the team will definitely know I definitely won this trophy under a very intense atmosphere, under an intense atmosphere at the Jambur football field, and then hoping winning this trophy here wouldn't be an easy thing for both sides, as both sides are definitely walking up their socks in possibly laying their hand on the trophy. And of course the giant trophy probably might going to be the biggest trophy that the team has ever won, and then it's going to be a massive celebration, a celebration for a lifetime for both Starlight and Nema Fulakunda if they are able to win it.
Thank you so very much, Pa Fati and Salih and the rest of the media personnel present. As you just alluded, both teams are trying everything possible. We can see 50-50 from both sides. So far so good for both Starlight and of course for Nema Fulakunda. And we have seen the coaches doing 1 or 2, 3 changes to introduce fresh legs into this very important half. Because remember, in the first half it ended of course 1-1, and at the end of the day 1-1 will not definitely settle this game. It's a final, there must be a winner at the end of the day. And for now we are heading to penalties. If either team can score within probably less than 30 minutes to go, and I'm not expecting more than 5 minutes to be added on additional time, looking at the way that we are in the raining season as well, and we have very important dignitaries present as well. So we have seen Starlight last 5-10 minutes before the first half, they were playing sensibly, trying to control the game. Tactically they were more brilliant in the first half, but in the second half we have seen both covers, both coaches introducing fresh legs, more special in the attacking department, of course from the Nema Fula side, and we can see anything could happen from either side. In the first half it was all about Starlight. In the second half we have seen the boys from Nema Kuta and of course Nema Fula, and the coach making 1 or 2, 3 substitutions that are definitely uplifted his team. Anything could happen in this game, Pa, and we are expecting a very, very interesting 15-20 minutes in this game. Otherwise, the game is going to be settled in penalties.
This is not good for Nema Fulakunda.
Are we heading to penalties, or are we heading to a replay? Remains to be seen. Anyway, around the center, Lamin Sedikan heading it down, trying to connect Rasidu. Rasidu lost it. Abdullah Danso. Is that going to be an opportunity for Nema Fulakunda to get the ball from their own half? On the right back, and number 15, of course, for Nema Fulakunda, Yusufa Sise. Yusufa lost possession. Nema Fulakunda clearing their line around the center. Thousands of headers. Another opportunity to the boys in red. Nema Fulakunda launching it down to the center forward, and number 14, who tries to chase on the far side. And the 14, of course, came on as a substitute. Another delivery. assistant Aminata Baji and Basila serving as the fourth assistant referee. Aliu Badara Bojang is the match commissioner. Lamin Sedikan playing it down to Rasidu Ba. It is Starlight Football Club getting that ball forward. Mod Lamin Jalo penalized by the flag of the assistant referee. And of course it's going to be an opportunity to Nema Fulakunda, and the central referee will definitely have the chance, definitely have the time to dash out a yellow card to Michael Mendy, team captain. Michael Mendy shown a yellow, and seemingly the central referee has already signaled that that was a knock from Michael Mendy, and Michael received a yellow card from the central referee Alaji S. Jalo. Opportunity to the boys in red, Nema Fulakunda, who will be hoping to win it, while Starlight will also definitely hope to win it, and the game is also live from the Jambur football field, live on LSTV1 at the commentary cabin for Lamin Fati, Salih Jallow, Sidi B. Kanye, Kazim Oscar, Prince OJ, Mohamed Dukure, Jaye Jallow, and of course Sidat Kujabi. Ball been played short, coming from Lamin Sedikan to Rashidou Ba. On the far side is going to be an opportunity. And an opportunity for Starlight. Abdullah is heading into the gloves of the custodian Sajo Ba, and Sajo and his side is currently playing a 1-1 scoreline against the boys in blue. And the boys in blue is Starlight Football Club. Salih Jallow, the next goal will definitely be crucial here. Can we say a team to score for us here probably might win this contest? Is it going to be Starlight or Nema Fulakunda to win it? But one thing is for sure, a goal here or the next goal will definitely be crucial and might definitely win this contest between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda.
Well, you're absolutely right, Pa. The next goal from either side might be a game over for the other side. But then it's community football, and it's football, and it's where we are married with miracles as well. And you look at Starlight, I believe Nema Fulakunda are able to contain them for, of course, 90% of this game. But can they contain them going into the lottery? Remains the $1 million question. Or heading into the lottery. Can they push the game down to the wire, to the lottery? Or can they kill it in the 90 minutes? That is the substitute strikes. A very good vision there to the number 10. The corner it does. Foul! He refused to go to the ground. Oh boy! Par 40! Experience matters. He wears the armband, but he refused to understand its mantra.
What a moment! What a moment! What a moment at the Jambur football field. The team captain Ansu Sow dribbled past the goalkeeper, and he had all the chances to go down. Unfortunately, he stood on the ground, stood firm, and decided to fire, and his effort had the side netting, and of course the side netting never troubled the custodian Lamin Dabo in goal, and Lamin Dabo in goal for Starlight Football Club. That was definitely a huge opportunity for Nema Fulakunda. This time Malik Konjira, not a great one, another opportunity. The flag of the assistant referee this time around went up and up against Nema Fulakunda, and the score is currently 1-1. That's going to be a yellow card to Lamin Dabo, the custodian, and the central referee was just there in time. CDB Kanye, that was definitely a glorious opportunity for Nema Fulakunda to get the second goal, unfortunately squandered by the team captain and number 10 Ansu Sow.
Yes, I think Ansu should lead by an example. Definitely that is a foul. The only thing you need to do is to go to the ground, and the referee will definitely give you a penalty. But he said no. He tried, pushed. Unfortunately for him, his shot went out, and it's still 1-1. He should definitely go to the ground, and that is a penalty for him. They can step up and do the rest of the job by himself, or he hand over the bat into a striker to convert that kick. But definitely, that is a glorious chance for Nema Fulakunda. In the last 5, 6, 7 minutes, they are the one enjoying the ball position here, Papati.
Well, absolutely, and a relief, Starlight, to be precise, from that opportunity.
Of course, a relief for Starlight, and the score is currently 1-1 from the Jambur football field, and of course coming to you live on LSTV1. And here at the Jambur football field is the Hon.Ebrima Sillah sponsored Jambur Seniors League final and the Senior Leagues final. That was a great back heel, and a chance for Nema Fulakunda! Another glorious opportunity, and squandered once again, Salio.
I only hope they will not be found wanting. Of course, I only hope these opportunities will not come back to haunt them. Having two golden opportunities and he squandered them in a final of this magnitude, playing against the best side in this tournament, the team that considered only 3 goals in this tournament, and you're having these opportunities and your prayers are yet to reach heaven. You need to, of course, wear your socks off. Probably, I believe they will not be found wanted.
I believe they wouldn't be found wanting. Jaye Jallow, glorious, huge opportunities for Nema Fulakunda, but they failed to capitalize. But before coming to Jai, we have seen
a disjointed defense line of Starlight and the final dance of these minutes of this game.
Of course, Salih Jallo, that was definitely spot on. And Jai, we have seen a glorious opportunity coming in favor of the boys in red, Nema Fulakunda, and huge responsibilities on the shoulders of the players, but squandered the huge glorious opportunities that went in their favor. They should have betted this game by now, but the two glorious opportunities handed to the boys in red were all squandered by the forwards. And of course, Salih Jallo rightly mentioned, this might possibly come back to haunt them anyway. It's a set piece at a great position for Starlight Football Club.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pa. Of course, they got very, very, very great opportunities in less than 3 minutes to score, lead in this game, probably be champions in Jambur football competition, but then they could not capitalize. And sometimes in football is very interesting. This has reminded me of a very important Champions League final that placed Chelsea against Bayern inside the Allianz Arena, where they got 26 clear chances, could not capitalize on any, and Chelsea coming from behind to level matters at the arena and went on to win that final. Whether the same thing could happen here, well, that is a different story to narrate at the end of this game. But then for now, we have seen Starlight trying to re-energize themselves, get back to this game. But remember, group game, in the group stage they won, but this is a final. We have seen a total different team from the one that plays in the group stage. Probably this is a final and it's a one game scenario. You need to score, you have to score in order to be a champion. You can definitely never be a champion if you don't score. And if you don't score, you cannot win. And if you are not a winner, you can definitely never go home with this giant trophy. So far so good for both sides. They are all trying, making so that they create the opportunities, and the opportunities have been created clearly. But the only thing that is lacking is to execute those, opportunities to realities and ensuring that the goal is at the back of the net. We haven't witnessed that yet, and I am still predicting that this game probably will be settled on penalties.
Probably might be heading to penalties. Of course, a probability at a great position. At a great position for Starlight to deliver. Around the area! That was a flashing header. Another opportunity for Starlight. And his Nema Fulakunda, team captain and forward, this time serving as a defensive player. It is Mohamed Dabo. Time to dribble past his marker. That was going to be costly. And that was going to be a howler from the central defender. And from the goalkeeper into the gloves of the opposite goalkeeper, Sergio Bar. And Nema Fulakunda spreading it wide. On the far side is an opportunity. Nema Fulakunda spreading it wide. Dabo heading it down. This time Abdullah Danso in their own half. Starlight to Lamin Sedikan. Lamin Sedikan launching it forward. And Nema Fulakunda coolly and calmly heading it down. It's thousands of headers. Great combination here at the Jambur football field. And of course it's a great final. Great final, and of course between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda, we are definitely entertained. Ball being caught out by Starlight. This is Rashidu Ba spreading it down, caught out by Nema Fulakunda. Once again to the team captain. Will he be able to keep the ball in play or fourth? The flag of the assistant referee is already up, and we're going to see another substitution. Starlight will surely take off Mohamed Dabo, the central defender, and Dabo is making way, and Dabo is already off. And another fresh leg introduced. Time running out and running out for both sides. Will they be able to score? If they don't score, are we heading to post-match shootout, or are we going to get this game to a replay? Remains to be seen. There's already a player down. There is a player down injured for Nema Fulakunda. Time running out and running out for both sides. We will surely get you the unofficial timing any moment from now. Unofficial, 34 minutes on the clock. And unofficial, we have under 6 minutes of normal time plus additional minute before the central referee will put an end to this contest. And when I say 6 minutes, most of the players are constantly checking on us. You're currently having under 6 minutes of normal time, and any minute to be added on. And it is going to be a chance for Starlight to score, a chance for Nema Fulakunda to score, or else they might be heading to post-match shootout or probably a replay. We can't confirm that. But before that, Salih Jalo, interesting second half. Of course, we had an interesting first half where we had 2 goals, and currently it is 1-1 at the Jambur football field. We are definitely entertained, and then definitely entertained to the core. This is one of the biggest finals and one of the biggest turnouts in community football that we have already seen in Jambur.
Massive turnout to both sides. This is a sense of belonging and ownership, community football at the highest order. And the chairman in Baro Bojan, of course, did their homework right in gathering this huge number, and of course convincing the minister to sponsor this league final. Well, I was made to understand he's a native of Jambur, so he's flying back.
Around the area, trying to dribble past his marker. Still danger not averted. It is currently Nema Fulakunda and some defensive work. Team captain and number 10 Ansuso.
The number 18 Ismail Abba has been a standout player for me for Nema Fulakunda. He has been, of course, closing the, gaps, connecting the dots from the defense line to the center circle to the forward line.
It's an opportunity around the air. This time Nema Fulakunda, intelligent enough to cut that ball out. It is an opportunity for the boys in red. Nema Fulakunda 1, Starlight Football Club 1. It is currently 1-1 in Jambur, and the game is also live on LSTV1. Parlamin Fati at the commentary cabin, joined by Salih Jalo, and of course CDB Kanye Jaye Jalo and the rest of the team. Lamin Sedi Khan, Rasul and play on, says the central referee, and the referee in this contest is of course Alaji S. Jalo, Bakari Jabang, Aminata Baji, Mbasila of course serving as the 4th assistant referee, and the match commissioner is Aliu Badara Bojang is an attack. Sajo Bar to the rescue of Nema Fulakunda is an end-to-end contest from the half of Starlight to the half of Nema Fulakunda, back to the half of Starlight. Danso Abdullah playing that ball so to the number 7 Abdullah Sedi. That's an infringement signaled by the central referee, and that's going to be a yellow card. And a yellow card to the central defender and number 6 Amadou Jallo. Into the final moment, Salih Jallo. Where are we heading to? Is it post-match shootout or a replay?
Well, that is of course a blind defense from Amadou Jallo. He could have just allowed the shotstopper. He was already there on time, and of course the goal scorer Ismaila couldn't have, of course, connected dots from that distance. But then Amadou for the culprit there, and Ismail the victim. A set piece for Starlight. Well, are we going to the lottery? Remains the $1 million question, but there is still time to change the mantra of the scoreline or to change the environment. You look at the spectators, a huge turnout to precise. If you join us in the second half, I am sorry for you. We saw the goals in the first half. Probably you might see one in the second half. But then we have seen brilliant goals scored in the first half. But then you are with us to, of course, say tomorrow or to report tomorrow that we were there with a hard-fought encounter and end-to-end stuff.
Abdullah Sedi flashes in the cross, never troubled the custodian Sajo Ba, and Sajo Ba of course in goal for Nema Fulakunda.
I don't know of course and that is the Northern African tactics they are sold by the shortstopper of Nema Fulakunda. If you know, you know. Well, Sakoma will tell you, we know what we know. But then coming down to the lottery, I don't know if they are married to the rules of Karamo, Charles Njai and Co, the Brikama faithfuls and Nyofele faithfuls, the Combo South District Football faithfuls, whether they will see a replay. But then this trophy is not going home. This trophy is leaving the sport committee tonight, and we will surely close the chapter via the lottery to precise Pafati.
We will definitely close it, and definitely closing the chapter. CDB, Kanye, back to you.
The goalkeeper, I can say the goalkeeper for Nema Fulakunda. The goalkeeper for Nema Fulakunda, Sajo Ba, is already on the ground. So sometimes in game of football, they will tell you, Bandi J Molem, if you know that you are good at 7 penalties as a goalkeeper, you know that 5-6 minutes or 4 minutes already, or 4 minutes left to the play, what do you normally do is sometimes you see some coaches or assistant coaches or goalkeeper trainer, they will tell you, Tedal to do not waste time, you know, just to make sure that at least, you know, you be at the safer side. But remember, you might be good at saving penalties, while others are also good at, might be good at kicking penalties. So this might be a waste of time, or it might be a strategy to make sure that they go into the post-match penalty shootout.
He will tell you, I am injured, CD, and so be it. But you're seeing a community meeting around the center circle. Another one is a sportsmanship. Two players who are having a chit-chat. They will tell you. I told you, the virus that hits Farato, that hits Kumbosa, this is football. The same rule that hits Kunkujan Ketaya, you know, from Bullock to Kalaji, is the same rule that visited Mr. Barrow Bojang and his entourage in Jambur. And after convincing the finalists, the winner of pocket of 40,000 and the runner of 30,000, they have already successfully succeeded in convincing each and everyone here that after 4 minutes, if there is no winner, we are going for a replay. That is the breaking news. Mobe Balu.
Thank you very much, Salih Ujalo, into the final moments. 4 minutes for Starlight to find the back of the net. 4 minutes for Nema Fulakunda to find the back of the net. Or else, they will be heading for a replay at the Jambur football field, and of course it's currently 1-1. Which of the sides will find the back of the net, and the committee wouldn't be praying for that to happen. Anyway, around the area, ball being cleared desperately by Nema Fulakunda.
But then you look at the journey of the sport committee. I believe a replay will do for them in the quest of developing community football here in Jambur. But will their prayers reach heaven before a team score? I don't know.
Anyway, I could remember the other time we were having the discussion for a replay. Unfortunately, one of the teams scored. Is it going to be the same scenario here? We have to wait and see. Ball being cleared desperately by Nema Fulakunda, and on the far side is Michael. Nema regained possession. Is an opportunity for the boys in red on the far side. Can they get something from this? And the committee wouldn't be praying for a team to score here. We have to wait and see. We definitely have to wait and see. Abdullah Danso getting it down. Another opportunity. It's an opportunity for Starlight Football Club. Can they find the back of the net? Starlight! Unsaved by the central defender. That was definitely very close. And the committee's Marabu is definitely at work. And the Marabu of the sports committee is definitely at work. Currently it's a corner. Danger still not averted. It's an opportunity for Starlight Football Club to deliver the corner.
Well, if the chairman was seated at that side, he will defend that ball. He will stop that ball from entering, I'm telling you.
Lamin said he can. Floats that ball forward. Not a decent one this time around. Abdullah Danso still struggling. Is that going to be a foul? Central referee waved in for a play on. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down, and it's a solid header on the far side coming from Nema Fulakunda. Both sides are definitely resolute defensively in trying to nullify every bit and piece of chance being crafted by the opponents. On the far side is a throw in, a long one, a marathon throw in the 18-yard. Glancing header, never troubled the goalkeeper, and it's going to be a corner. Another corner. We have under a minute. Of course, unofficial, we have under a minute before central referee Alaji S. Jalo will surely bring an end to this contest. And if the central referee get the game to an end, it's going to be a replay to decide the winner. A replay to decide the winner between Starlight Football Club and Nema Fulakunda. Lamin said he can currently on the ball. Will they be able to trouble something here? This time around, Sajo Ba palmed that ball partly away around the 18. This is Abdullah Danso. This one is going to be an attack from the half of Starlight to the half of Nema Fulakunda. Long and high one around the edge. Can they trouble the goalkeeper? Squandered. Salih Ujalo probably. That might be the end of the contest at the Jambur football field. And the Marabu of this sports committee is definitely at work.
And it is working well for them. Their prayers are reaching heaven. And they will tell you, Aluta continua, let's go for a replay.
The central referee is constantly checking on his clock. And there we go, and it is full time. Full time at the Jambur football field, and of course it's going to be a replay.
I saw the president saying Abanta.
And it is full time at the Jambur football field. Full time between Starlight and Nema Fulakunda, and it is all over. 1-1 it ended, Jaya Jalo. Interestingly, it ended 1-1, and both sides have to go back, prepare for the replay at the Jambur football field once again.
Well, Pa, this is what I definitely predicted. 10-15 minutes before the end of this very important half. But I was expecting penalties, but in either ways, it's a good decision as well, because we have seen a lot of efforts from both sides. The final is well played, well attended, and peacefully as well. Then we also thank the security, the men and women in uniform, ladies and gentlemen in this very important ground. It ended 1-1, and at the end of the day, the game have to be replayed. Pa, thank you so much, and the rest of the media team present, thank you so much for everything. Until next time, anytime that the committee reschedule the final to be replayed, we will be back here. But so far so good for both sides. Let's come back to another very important final, but for now they have to go back to the drawing board, tactically train, ensure they are fit, omit some of the errors and mistakes, come back, fresh legs, and let's see what will happen at the end of the day. This is it, and we are back anytime that they schedule this football final. But for now, the game or the final is rescheduled for another time.
Thank you very much, Jai Jalo. And any moment from now, we might be saying bye-bye. And Salih Jalo is trying to negotiate. And shortly we will talk to the minister. We will talk to the minister.
Yes, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Pafati. It is full time here at the Jambur football field. Starlight through 1-0 against Nema Fulakunda. And of course, with me, quickly with me is the Honorable Minister, that is Hon.Ebrima Sillah, the main sponsor of this league final, a giant trophy. How were you able to be convinced to sponsor this league final, Honorable?
Thank you so much. Of course, I'm from this community, and whatever the young people are doing to ensure that they are happy, and also to, make them, come together as a force to do what is necessary to maintain peace in the community. Of course, I will be part of that.
How did you see the growth of community football here in Jambur, your place?
What I have seen is actually was a remarkable quality of football. I was really surprised to see such remarkable, phenomenal talents, here in the village. And I think these people will be supported at the highest level to see that we harness the talent that is available, and then organize them into a full-fledged team so that they can participate in football events and leagues, even up to Division 1.
I believe you have a message to the Minister of Youth and Sport that community football, grassroots football is really, of course, growing. All that they need is support.
Well, what I can say is that the community football has evolved, to a very large extent, that it is now bringing out the real talents from the small villages and also small communities. So this is one thing that I think the whole government should embrace, support, and then give a hug to the young people, so that the talent that we need in our national team can be harnessed from within.
What is the final message to the youths of Jambur and beyond in the quest of playing the beautiful game of football?
Well, all what I want to say is for them to maintain peace, and then be disciplined, and know that football is all about discipline, and if they are not peaceful, they will not get what they want from the game.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.
That was Hon.Ebrima Sillah, and of course we cap it up there from LSTV, the tallest camera operator in the country, the smiling coach of West Africa, Usman. Thank you very much, and I've been your partner in Salih Jalo together with Parliament Fadi. It's a replay final for another date here in Jambur, and we'll be back with LSTV once again. Thank you very much for following viewers out there.